Hi guys, how you all doing? My name is Mobile. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for the support. For the new subscribers, feel at home. For the old subscribers, thank you for the support and thank you for returning. Today is Sunday and I've been spending most of the afternoon looking for a house. I've been saying I'm moving, and it's been over a year, and I've just been moving houses with my mouth. So I went looking, and guys, I am just so tired. I am just tired because I find a good house, it's above my budget, or the surroundings are not okay, or it's not an area where I'll find a good school. So you find one thing, there's something else that you need, but it's not there. So it's becoming a bit tricky finding a good house. It can be very draining and because it's been a whole week of just looking around and checking what will fit within my budget. Looking at whether the area is a place that is conducive to have to live with the family, the usual stuff. And for some reason, one is never able to find just the perfect house. I think if you want to just get the right house, you just have to have your own, or you just build your own. Yeah, but I've been talking to some of my friends and they're helping me get a house. So I hope by the end of the month, I'll have found a good place to stay. Yeah, so that's what has kept me away from the channel. I know you're wondering why I'm moving. One of the reasons is, the main one, even from a year ago, was because where we live is a bit noisy sometimes. So I just feel there's a need to move in a more quiet environment. There's too much activity where I live. Yeah. The other reason, just to be aligned financially, because my landlord introduced penalties for late payments. I'm a business person, I'm not employed. So it's not like every month you'll find you've received payment on time. So there'll be delays here and there. So that became a bit of a challenge for her, for obvious reasons. So I don't find myself in a situation where I'm inconveniencing her. Any adjustments in terms of finances, it can be a bit of a challenge. So I like being able to live within my means. And any other single mom out there, don't be caught up in, where all of a sudden rent has been increased, penalties have been introduced, or where you're in a situation where there's unstable income and you're still trying to survive. I don't think that's a very smart way of dealing with it. If it's not making sense to you, I think the best thing is just to look for another house. Yeah, and move. Economically, we are not doing very well as a country. So as business owners, it's not been the same like the way business has been in the past. So I think it is also very advisable to just make adjustments early so that you don't find yourself drowning in debt. Adjusting early is wisdom. All of us, you're hoping that business will go back to normal. All of us, you're hoping that people will be able to receive their salaries on time. But if you notice early enough that there's a problem either from where you're working or business-wise, things are just there's no flow of income like before, I think it's advisable to adjust early. Now, if you're drowning in debt, that will start now affecting your health. You're stressed out because now either your agent or landlord is demanding, and now all these penalties, all this, so that you don't find yourself in situations that you cannot get yourself out of. Adjust early, even if it means downsizing to a place that, you know, you're comfortable and you don't have to deal with, you know, stress and all that kind of stuff. So reset early. This, and also relocating to build stability. There's nothing wrong with going somewhere so that you're able to be stable until things pick up. Yeah. Or even positioning yourself for better opportunities. Go in an area or a region where you find maybe the opportunities and you're able to do something else there, as opposed to just sitting around waiting that things will get better. I've also been affected by that, and if I'm able to get somewhere cheaper, why not? You know, a place that can accommodate us and you're able to be safe and you're able to be comfortable, opposed to having to deal with penalties because of late payments or pressure from management and stuff like that. So as a single mom, I think it is important to be in an environment that that is conducive for yourself, it's conducive for your children. You know, I think health and well-being is very important. Don't be in an environment that is toxic, because if you're not okay, your children are not okay. You'll not be able to be productive, you'll not be able to take care of your children, you'll not be able to run your home in the right manner, because you're not mentally okay, you're not settled, you're dealing with stress, you're dealing with anxiety the whole time. So I think making some of these adjustments, it's important. And the earlier the better. Don't wait until things are, you know, you better find yourself things getting better when you already made the adjustments, that as opposed to just waiting and you don't even know how the outcome will be. So for me, I think I've been very lucky to have dealt with my landlord through and through. Like, she's been super, she's been good up until she introduced an agent. But when you're dealing with agents who are actually overstepping the boundaries, you know, where they're calling and hanging up and threatening you and saying this, that for me will never fly. Like, if I have to deal with an agent who's constantly crossing those boundaries, for me it's a no. I'll give my notice and I'll be out of that house, because I think it is important to live in a house where there's peace and there's respect. Yeah. And also, if you're going through challenges, it's important to just move to a place where you have friends, you have family members who can support you. Yeah, and in an environment that is safe, you know, you're closer to amenities, like you don't have to be stranded in case there's an incident or there's an issue. Sometimes we tend to make decisions, especially if we want to move away out of the city, and you think it's important you just talk to your family members to hear what they have to say, your friends to hear what they have to say and what they think. Because sometimes we make decisions, especially single mothers, you have no one to consult, you have no one to you know, check with or have a conversation with. So we always tend to make decisions and we just move, you know. I think just talk to people that you can trust, and they have your best interests at heart, so that they're able to advise you accordingly. Yeah, because should anything happen to you and you're so far away, I mean, who will you call, and who will be able to reach you easily if you're so far off, you know? And even as you're looking, engage people that you trust to help you look for a place that is, you know, they understand the environment and they're able to help you pick the right house. Yeah, because remember, you and your children, and you need to be in an area where you don't have to struggle. I mean, looking for simple things like gas, you know, things like getting groceries. It's not too far away from where you stay. If you don't have a car, it's a safe place where even if you use public transport, you're able to you get to your house easily. So those are some of the things that you may need to consider. So don't just make decisions out of pressure, out of stress. Talk to friends that you truly trust, so that they're able to help you get the right house. Move for better living conditions, because it could be affordable, but it's not conducive. Yeah. So sometimes we tend to move from houses because they're a bit on the higher side, and you're looking for somewhere, for a place that is affordable, but the environment is not conducive for you and for you, mom, and your children. Yeah, so look into some of this, because you don't want to go into a house that's molding, then it affects your children's health and your health, or the place is not safe. You know, so you tag along a friend so that they're able to see that some of these things that you cannot see. As your house hunting, involve people, because what I've realized when I'm house hunting, there are things that I'll be looking at and somebody else will pick something that I'm not able to see. Yeah, so look into all the, don't be in a rush, because we tend to move houses without considering some of these things. Like, you're really not really looking properly, or even where your child is going to school is too far. Yes, it's affordable, but you find out your child has to commute, you know, longer distance, or has to take school transport where the school is too far away from the house. So you find the child has to leave home early, come back home so late. The child is not resting. Yes, your child is always tired. So so guys, I've not disappeared, because like 2 weeks to find a house. Yeah, looking forward to moving out, and we're hoping that we'll find a nice house in a good neighborhood. Yeah, a step at a time. So God bless you. Keep subscribing, keep liking, keep commenting, keep sharing. Looking forward to this journey with you guys. It's a new year. I feel also the fact that it's a new year, it's good also to start it off with a new environment, new everything, new place, new neighbors, in a new house. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. I'm excited about it. I know it's gonna be yeah, I'm looking forward to see what God has in place for us. Yes, and above all, pray and ask God to help you locate the right house. If your spirit feels uncomfortable in a house, don't ignore. I don't like just moving houses for the sake of moving houses. I like moving houses knowing that I am going in that is led by God, that's where God wants me to be. So probably the next video will be house hunting with you guys, so stay tuned. Bye bye, see you on the next one.